What's up, everybody? What's up? Who's watching? Filipinos?
Filipinos, Asian.
What's up, Filipinos and different Asians? I'm Chinese Filipino, so I'm both. So, yeah, that's how it works. So anyway.
Oh wow, look at that! Yes. Are you gonna turn into like a hip hop like Cage Aux Folles?
Hip hop is like Cage Aux Folles, baby. No, just kidding. Yeah.
So how did you get involved with the Cage Aux Folles? Did you have to audition, or did Tim Dang have you in mind, or tell us a little bit?
I was slated to do another show, but Tim invited me to play the role that I did, which is part of the male ensemble, and also played the part of Etienne. He needed somebody who can at least match Cesar Cipriano, who is known as the body for all API actors on stage. And I did my best. I did my best. No, in all seriousness, I've been looking for an excuse to get back in shape, to get back in fighting shape, as I call it. And it was great. It's his last show. So, so the other show gracefully let me go. And I was able to join the show and be with Tim for his last production, which is very touching for me because, he's been around for 23 years. He's been doing so much for Asian American Pacific Islander actors. You can't miss it. You can't miss it for the world.
Right. And then when you heard that he was leaving and this was going to be his swan song production, just to be part of it, was that something important to you, especially that your other production, like gracefully let you go and do this production?
Was it hard for me? Is that the question?
No, was it exciting for you? I'm sorry. Was it exciting for you?
Yeah, it was very exciting for me. My heart was beating so fast when I got the call. Well, when I first got the email, and then we talked on the phone. But it's Tim. We all love Tim, and we will go very far for him. When he says jump, we'll jump. And when he gave me a call, I answered. So yeah.
And then, like with John talking about La Cage aux Folles, usually Asian actors won't get that role because it has to be quote white or they don't look at the color blindness of it all.
Yeah.
How exciting is it to see that East Coast players tackled this big production? It was popular on Broadway and then also turned into a movie.
It's because I'm not really surprised with what John can do and what Getty can do. We all know, as Asian Americans, we all know what we can do. We've seen. I mean, you're Filipino, right? We've all sang karaoke, and we all can belt it out. We can do Whitney Houston and Boyz II Men and all of that. We love Brian McKnight. When it comes to singing and performing, there was really no doubt that he can do it, that Getty can do it. I'm not surprised. I was just excited for other people to see it. Yeah.
And an exciting thing, the last production they had was Cries for Hire with a Filipino show, and then this one's predominantly Filipino. How exciting is it to see Pinoys being represented at East Coast Players also?
There have been a lot of, like Reggie Lee, or the choreographer, Lito Villarreal, who was also in, he's part of the 3 Filipino tenors. East West has always had a soft spot for Filipinos, and for them, not just Filipino stories, but Asian stories, Asian, focusing more on originals rather than just adapting. Well, this is we adapted this show to be set in Thailand, right? But Cries for Hire, which was an original, and which made me cry like a baby, just because it's a story. It's our story. Right. Moms we don't know. This mother, like an Anthony Bourdain show where there was a mother who sacrificed her life. I'm just happy per se that our stories are starting to get told. And to cry like that, it looked ugly, but it felt good, and it was. I had a release. You know what I mean?
And how is your cry face?
Oh God, no, because usually I cry ugly, like, but that it was so touching. It was like this, like. I usually don't cry silently, so it must have hit me really bad for it to have gone to that point, and it just hit me right there. It wasn't me pretending to understand. I really did understand how that felt.
Tell me a little bit, just for you, how did you get into acting? Was there a movie? Was there a stage play? Was there something that just clicked
Yeah.
in your mind?
With acting, so I grew up in Manila, right? And I went to a repertory Philippines workshop, and my teacher, Robbie Guevara, who is a friend of John John, and who also played the engineer at one point in London, in the 2001, John John played Tui, and Robbie played the engineer at one point when he took over for Leo. He was the one who started me on the path. He believed in me, and at that time, I just needed somebody to believe in me, and it went on from one production to another, from one class to another. I did it in college, and before I knew it, I was doing professional productions in the Philippines. And then when I moved here, I just tried to see if I can compete, and apparently we can. Like what you're saying, like John John, who grew up in the Philippines, went to London. Now he's in Broadway. If I could just achieve half of what he has, I'll be happy. Yeah.
Okay, so Crazy Ex-Girlfriend with Vincent Rodriguez III. Do you see yourself being an Asian bro hottie?
Hell yeah! I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that, but yeah, man. I'm down for that. If they give me a call, I'll be answering that call.
And then lastly, if anybody wants to get to see what's going on with you and your any other upcoming projects, your social media.
My social media is at Reuben Uy, so it's REUBENUY at Reuben Uy, and there's some things cooking, but I can't say what it is yet. But there are a bunch of things, like 3 things cooking. But hopefully, hopefully it pushes through and it looks awesome.
Invite everybody to go watch East Players, the Cage Aux Folles, and why.
Everybody, all you people in LA, all you people in OC, all you people as far away as the Inland Empire, you have to come down here and watch La Cage aux Folles, because you will not regret it. Make the trip down, have lunch somewhere here, and make it a day trip with you and your family. You will love this show, definitely. I promise you. If not, I will give you your money back.